Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello, guys, welcome to Global Happenings today. We have a trending news here for you. And the headline of the news reads Amotekun goes beyond security outfit as they put smiles on the faces of the youth. See details. But before we continue with details of the news and further analysis, I'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish videos on YouTube. Alright, let's look at the news in detail. The new security outfit geared towards tackling kidnapping and criminal activities in the Southwest Operation Amotekun gained momentum on Friday as Lagos, Osun, and Ekiti state government announced they would recruit about 1,320 militia men for the purpose. The announcement came barely 2 days after Southwest governors led by Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State inaugurated the outfit, also called Western Nigerian Security Network. The development came just as the police have identified about 52 deadly black spots they would focus on in collaboration with the militiamen. The development came amidst the announcement by some socio-political groups across the country endorsing the outfit, saying it would help tackle insecurity in the region. The groups are the Arewa Consultative Forum, Ohananzendibo, Ijo Youth Congress, Pan-Nigerian Delta Forum, Middle Belt Forum, and Movement for the Actualization of Sovereign State of Biafra. Announcing their plan to recruit militiamen from Odua People's Congress, Agbegoya Vigilante and Hunter, Lagos, Osun, and Ekiti said the recruitment will be handled by each state in collaboration with the security agencies. The Chief Press Secretary to Osun State Governor Ishmael Omipida said the state planned to recruit 700 locals that will work with a conventional security outfit in the state. Omipidan also said all security agencies were involved in the recruitment, which, according to him, was going on smoothly. He added that the role of the militiamen will be restricted to intelligence gathering. He said the success of the civilian JTF initiative in the fight against insurgency has encouraged us to engage the locals primarily in the area of intelligence gathering. We are recruiting 700 locals and all security agencies are involved in the recruitment process. It's ongoing and I believe it will be completed soon. A top official of the state close to the operation, Amotekun, said the state will inaugurate its own chapter of the outfit before the end of the month. He said, and I quote, Osun will use the Olajukun Park in Bongan as the operative base. We are still perfecting the operational procedure and we should complete that next week. What we want to do now is to have men on patrol to know the area very well. The people we will recruit will gather intelligence and send it to the operational base in Bogan. They will not arrest anyone. They will only gather information. We will recruit about 10 people each through the local government areas and the local government development areas. These people understand the terrain, they understand the culture, belief, and other things that can make them function better. It will be successful. Also, the special advisor on security to Ekiti State Governor Brigadier General Ebenezer Ogundana, retired, said on Friday that Operation Amotekun will fully take off as soon. Ogundana said the states were awaiting the operational procedure which would define the mandate of the operators. The security advisor said it would take off as soon as possible. The only thing we are waiting for is the standing operational procedure that is going to define our mandate so that we don't send people out and something happen that we will not be able to explain. When we get the document, we will read it to them and will begin operations. Ogundana said they will not do any recruitment in Ekiti because we have people we are going to use. He added, we are using members of the Vigilante Group of Nigeria. It is an institution that is already on the ground. The Odua People's Congress is a regional organization that is fully on the ground, that is registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission. The Hunters have a national association also registered with the CAC. There are people we will use, and we have them in Ekiti. We have them in every local government. We have contacted the local government, and they will forward their list to us. The KBCs are the one coordinating the hunters, and the heads of the vigilante group has the list. That is what we are compiling. In Ekiti, we are looking at between 400 and 500 people for a start. Ogunana said the vigilantes, hunters, and OPC members to be recruited will be trained to enhance results for the outfit. He said, and I quote, the rules that they are going to play is in terms of gathering information which will be localized, and they will be located in their own areas. Also, the Lagos State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Mr. Benga Omotosho, on Friday said the state has donated 20 vehicles and will recruit 120 people to support Operation Amotekun. Omotosho, who spoke with one of our correspondents, said although the state already had its local neighborhood watch similar to Operation Amotekun, it will continue to support anything that will promote peace in the region. According to him, he said Lagos has donated 20 vehicles, and in terms of personnel, we are going to contribute no fewer than 120. We will also have a template on the same security. We have been running neighborhood watch, and it is working for us, but it does not mean that if there is any regional idea that will not support. That is why we have contributed vehicles in terms of equipment and 120 personnel in addition to other things that we are doing. The commissioner said Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu was not able to attend the inauguration of the outfit on Thursday because he already had a scheduled program for that day. That's the news. And we are going to look at one or two reactions of Nigerians. This one said, what alternative are these blood-thirsty demons asking for special allocation in the federal budget to run ranches for? That one is really out of place. All right, we are going to look at these specifically and look at how that has impacted and improved not just security, but also the employment status in the Southwest. Don't forget that this issue was, before now, there were some controversy surrounding it, especially when the president demanded that he wanted to have a word with them in respect to the Amotekun security outfit, that it was not properly discussed and all of that. Most people were believing that it wouldn't see the light of the day, but you can hear from the news that reactions from all the southwestern states, they have shown that they're already kickstarting the recruitment process, which is quite a positive move. You can see that it's not just security alone, but at the same time, they are going to, employ some person, which also means they're going to pay those people. And that's a way of, helping pick out young people from the street. And if you look at the criteria for employment, for recruitment, from all the distinct states, you will notice something very common, that the locals will be very much in use. Yes, the Oduwa People's Congress, who are already on ground, they will also be used, and the hunters. But at the same time, I believe people who have military intelligence, that's who have military knowledge, they will also be brought in to help curb the crisis in the southwestern state. And for me, this is one of the greatest achievements for the new administration. That's starting from when they were sworn in on the 29th of May 2019. This is the first huge achievement, because whether people support it or they don't support it, the truth remains that this will help to curb the issue of insecurity. Don't forget that the major work that they are going to be doing will be to gather informations, from different areas, and there are different reactions from people, and one of those reactions is that if they are not being given guns to operate, that they may not be as effective as they should be. Someone was like comparing, if in the process of gathering intelligence and these guys happen to fight them, what will happen in the process? That's, for example, bandits or robbers, or possibly maybe Fulani headsmen decides to fight them? What will be the case like? But the truth remains that anyone who is going out there to gather intelligence knows the step to take. Don't forget that they are going to send an operational manual to them to show them how they are going to go about it. And also, if you look at those who are going to be the head in all these security outfits, most of them are retired general, which means they have in-depth knowledge about security. In information gathering, some of them have expertise in it, which therefore means that it will be a case of training those who are going to be recruited. And after training them, they will now put them in the field for them to do their work. I believe that this will go an extra mile, not just to bring security to the southwestern state, but also to put food on the table of some persons who do not have a job. And it's a huge achievement. I believe that with this step taken, a lot of things will be caught. Right now there are a lot of menace in the southwest. So many, the area boys, the hoodlums, the banditry, Fulani headsmen, and the likes. And the Nigerian police, they may have all all the equipment, but to some extent it seems as if the manpower is not capable enough. That's why I believe that there is general acceptance for the security outfit, as it's going to enhance security in the southwest.
This is good news. I'm totally excited over this. But there have been some mixed feelings here and there, but in generality, the Southwesterners have actually embraced Amotekun. But there have been some negative reports here and there. In fact, amazingly, it's actually coming from their quarters, as Primate Ayodele happened to have warned in one of his prophecies that they should look out for a new terrorist group that will emerge in 2020 from the southwest. Amotekun is the only security outfit that has been launched, and what baffles me is the fact that Primate Ayodele would even think of this. How come when Boko Haram and the Hizbe police in one of the Sharia states in Nigeria, the northern states in Nigeria, no one called it a terrorist group? Boko Haram started, no one called it a terrorist group until it degenerated. But I would like to clear this very quickly. I feel that Amotekun is more like a homeland security, and from the way they are starting, you could see that they have operational manual. Yes, which means and they're going to be properly trained, which also means, and if you watch properly, they're not giving everyone gun. They're all not going to be gun carrying members. Most of the indigenous are probably going to be used for intelligence gathering, which means they know the terrains very well. They go get the information, give it the right quarters, and they act, which means it's properly guided. The operational activities there is well defined, and it's not going to be in just one state. It's going to cut across all states, which means there'll be checks and balances within themselves. I feel this is how it should be done. I don't see it degenerating to a terrorist group. A terrorist group is probably owned by one man and organized by one man, funded by one or two persons, but this is a regional thing, jointly done by the governors. And I think every eyes will be on them. I see it as a good outfit, personal view now. And the fact that the youth will be removed from the street, the youth will feel that sense of ownership, that they're doing something beneficial, not just for themselves, even for their generations. And they are going to be fed in the process. So they're even helping the government to take away, Nigerians from the poverty line, helping the government to provide jobs. I think the presidency and the government of the should actually give these guys kudos for doing a job they ought to have even been doing. So kudos to them. Well done. Well done again.
All right, thank you very much. Please go to our comment section. What do you think about this new security outfit? It has gone beyond just security provision to providing jobs to Nigerians. What do you think about it?